Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dental Momentum. Jared Duckett back at you with another video to help you get better. And guys, today we're going to summarize the past 7 or so videos where we dove into all these different categories of overhead. We talked about the 6 main categories of overhead, and then we talked about the secret 7th, right? This doctor expense. And what I want to do is show you how these look on the financial statements, right? So you see this screen right here, what this looks like, and you can see that this is a very summarized one, which I love. I like to keep things very simple, laser focused. I'm going to go over a more expanded one, but this is what I love to look at on a dental practice on a monthly basis. Okay, and you can see top line collections right here. Okay, this is actually comparative, right? So it's showing the dollar change from the same month of the prior year and the percentage increase or decrease. Okay, but you can see very simplistic collections right here, and then you've got your 3 different fixed categories right here. I'm sorry, variable categories right here. Okay, you've got employees, team member compensation, you've got lab fees, you've got clinical supplies. Okay, right here you've got your ideal ranges for ideal general dental practice, right? Over here on the right, you can see the actual percentage for the month. Okay, you can see, boom, in like 3 seconds, team member compensation for the month is 43%, where it should be 25, 28. Red flag right there, right? That's really high. Okay, but you see this really quickly. Okay, so you can see the 3 variable that we talked about, boom, get down to gross profit, and then the 3, what I call fixed. Okay, some people might say team member compensation is fixed. I can argue either way, but long story short, expenses here are the fixed expenses going on every month. Same thing. Ideal expenses here, boom, look over to the right, you can see what those expenses are for the month. Okay, the percentages, really, really quick. Okay, what I love about this is really, really quick. You can see what the net is, right? Net meaning collections minus overhead. Okay, you can see net is $14,000 for the month. Okay, and then the cool thing is, again, with this secret 7th doctor expense category, you can see where we've brought everything up here that had doctor expenses in it, auto, travel, retirement, all that fun stuff we talked about in the last video. We have all included down here. Okay, so real quick for the month, you can see net cash flow here. Again, this is net cash flow, decreased $7,600. Okay, 22,000 went to the doctor. So this snapshot is so easy to look at, right? Let's go one more step further and let's dive in. It's a little small, but I think you guys can zoom in and see. This is the same thing expanded, right? Again, I keep things very simple. Let's look at it summarized and let's dive deep. Okay, we went over the example, team member compensation was 43%. Let's dive a little deeper. What is that made up of? Okay, and you can see all these little ancillary expenses that are attributed to team member compensation, right? There's not a lot of there's a little ones in here, boom, boom, boom. But this one here, it's just high. It's 37%. Okay, so we need to look at and do a deep dive on the breakdown, right, of the salaries. I say salaries, team member compensation for those employees for the month, right? Is it broken down? We'll dive a little further, look at it by hygienists, look at it by front desk, look at it by assistants, that sort of thing, and see where things are off to a degree, right? And you can see, let's go down here, we go back here, you can see 7% for facility. It's pretty spot on, right? 7 and 9. You can see the break, the lease, the rent, right? And principal payments on debt, that sort of thing, like we talked about. That's a non-P&L deal, right? We like to look at it on here because it's a component of overhead. So this is the expanded. This gets more detailed. Here, these are the doctor expenses we talked about. Again, net for the month was 14,000. What happened down here where the doctor's taking out 8,900 in salaries? Okay, this is an S corporation. Taking out $8,900 a month in salaries. They got health insurance, and they're taking out another $9,000 a month for owner draws, right? Okay, that's cash they're taking out that typically you wouldn't see on a profit and loss statement. That's going to be on a balance sheet, right? We like to kind of look at it here. Why? Because it affects cash flow. If this wasn't here, for instance, this is showing negative 7,600. If this wasn't here, this would show a positive, give or take 1,400, right? Not the best in the world, don't get me wrong, but it would show that, hey, you made some profit. Well, maybe you made some profit, right? That's a term, but did you actually net cash? No, you lost 7,600 bucks. Okay. So for me, I just wanted to show you guys how I like to see things. If you guys don't like this, throw it out the window and say, no, 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 that's not for me. Okay. This is how I like to see it. My simple brain works this way. I like to see a very quick snapshot of the month. just right there, I can see. And then I can go a little further and dive deeper. Okay. What I want you to do, go look at your financial statements, pull up the first page. Okay. Or pull them up. If you're looking at them, pull them up, right? Are your financial statements this easy to look at? Are your financial statements this easy to read, I should say, and get information from? Because your financial statement should be telling you a story. Okay. If you look at your financial statements, you don't understand them. It's all mumbled, jumbled, whatever. And at the end of the day, you're like, I don't know what kind of story this is telling me. That is an issue. You know, you need to have your financial statements tell you the story. Is it good, bad? Are you going in the right direction? If not, reformat your financial statements, make sure they're categorized properly and you're getting the good data so they're telling you a story. And then if it's bad, let's try to fix it from there. But we don't know what kind of story it is until we know what the financial statements are telling us. All right. You guys go look at your financial statements. We'll talk to you guys next week. And remember, keep getting better. We'll talk soon. Take care.